Welcome back to another immaculate grid. This one looks pretty decent. The Blue Jays 300 average might be a little bit too bad for me to get a 0, but I'll probably get like a 2. So let's see, let's do the Blue Jays row first. Breivik Valera, 0.2%. And Jacob Brumfield, 0.3%. Really? I thought that would be lower. Let's see. He played 3 years for the Blue Jays and the Reds. Wasn't particularly good for either team. Okay, well, that is disappointing. Thought that would be lower. But Blue Jays 300 average, Lyle Overbay, I think, hit 300 one year. 0.3%. And then let's go with G. Walker, 0.02%. And Reds, born outside 50 states, the Apollo of the box, Tony Mullane, 0.1%. And 300 average, born outside 50 states, Bernardo Barro. The only reason I know him is because he kept showing up on Baseball Reference's homepage. Like, they have 12 players here. And he kept... there was one time a couple years ago where he showed up like 6 times in 1 month. So, yeah, that's how I know him. And let's see, Orioles, born outside 50 states. Armando Marsons, 0.04%. And Twins 300 average, Cliff Bolton, 0.003%. That was a guess. That wasn't an I know this. But a lot of the times with 300 average, you have to like guess based on when they played, because if they play, Cliff Bolton played in the 30s in the American League, and batting averages were very high back then, and so I knew he was at least like an average catcher. So there was a good chance that he probably hit 300. He did it twice. At 410, 16 for 39. He also has one of the most impactful grounded into double plays in baseball history. But Orioles and Twins, he will forever be the greatest Kansas City Packer, Duke Kenworthy. Rarity score of 1. Yeah. Pretty good. I thought that Jacob Brumfield would have been better. Do you think Fred Lewis would have been better than Jacob Brumfield? Maybe. Let's see. I don't know. Joey Votto was in one of the Blue Jays in one of my MLB The Show franchise modes. But let's see who I could have gotten for this one. Blah, blah, blah. Miguel Cairo, do not remember him on the Blue Jays. Steve Delabar, I think he was an all-star. I think he was like a substitute teacher the year before he was an all-star or something like that. There was a pitcher around that time who that happened to. Yeah, okay. In 2008, he suffered a major elbow injury that required a steel plate, and he thought he was done with baseball and turned to substitute teaching for a couple of years. Okay, so I was right. I read that on the back of one of his baseball cards like 12 years ago, and I remember it. Brandon Drury. Let's see, Ryan Friel. Freddie Galvis, Orioles legend. Kevin Gregg. Oh, I hated Kevin Gregg. He was so bad. Let's see. Luke Maley. I wouldn't have gotten him. Dave Martinez. Deck McGuire. I remember Deck McGuire. I saw him pitch once, and we thought it was really funny that his name was Deck. Dave Parker. Played 13 games for the Blue Jays. Yeah, it was his last ever team. And I guess he was ring chasing, and he wanted, so no, that was the year before. Okay, I don't know how I forgot that for a second. Donald Patterson, which is what Corey Patterson's real name is. And yeah, so Jacob Brumfield is one of the better guesses I could have gotten. But yeah, I will see you guys soon.